Let me ask you this, what if everything you've ever dreamed of could come into your life just by shifting your thoughts? What if the reality you've been searching for has always been within your reach, just waiting for you to align your energy with it? You see, the law of attraction isn't just some mystical concept, it's a fundamental truth of the universe. Every single thought you have sends out a signal, a vibration that aligns you with what you believe you deserve. That means your thoughts are the blueprint for the life you're living right now. Let's get this clear, your mind is a magnet. And like any magnet, it attracts. If your thoughts are negative, fearful, or doubtful, you're attracting more of that. But if your thoughts are focused on possibility, abundance, and success, guess what happens? You attract exactly that. The universe doesn't discriminate. It gives you what you focus on. So what are you focusing on right now? Now understand this, you are not a passive recipient of life. You are an active creator. You don't sit back and wait for things to happen. You take inspired action. The law of attraction isn't about sitting and hoping. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your vision. You create the energy that will draw what you want into your life. But here's the key, you can't just think about what you want. You need to truly believe that you deserve it. You need to remove the mental barriers that say you can't. Those limiting beliefs, they are nothing but old programs that you've been running for far too long. The moment you decide to let go of those outdated stories, you open the door to limitless potential. Gratitude is the secret multiplier in this process. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you amplify the positive energy around you. Think about it, if you can find a way to be grateful for the small things, the universe will give you more of those things to be grateful for. It's a simple law, gratitude attracts more goodness. Visualization is another powerful tool. The clearer you see your future, the faster it will manifest. Picture your success, feel it, taste it. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, so if you can see it in your mind, the universe starts to move toward making it a reality. But this isn't about waiting for things to magically appear. It's about stepping up and taking consistent action. Every decision you make, every action you take should be aligned with the vision you hold for yourself. As you act with intention, the law of attraction works in your favor. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. The universe responds to your attention. If you focus on what you fear, you're going to get more fear. If you focus on what you desire, you will draw it into your life. The law of attraction doesn't care whether your thoughts are positive or negative. It only responds to your energy. The key here is consistency. It's not about a one-time thought or a fleeting hope. It's about persistently aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your vision every single day. This is how you build momentum, and this is how you change your reality. You are in control. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The moment you embrace the power within you, the moment you realize you have the ability to create the life you want, everything changes. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions begin to magnetize the life you've always dreamed of. Now, what are you going to do with this power? How will you use it to create a life that lights you up? Your potential is limitless, and it's time to unlock it. The power of belief is the driving force behind everything you create in your life. Your beliefs shape your reality more than anything else. What you believe to be true will ultimately become true for you. If you believe you're capable of achieving greatness, the universe will align with that belief and open doors you never imagined. If you believe you're not good enough, you will unconsciously block the very opportunities that could lead to your success. Here's the truth, belief is the foundation upon which everything is built. If you don't believe in your own potential, if you don't believe that success is possible for you, nothing will change. But when you change your beliefs, you change your entire world. Your mind is a powerful force, and it will act on whatever you give it. If you feed it negative thoughts, it will reinforce that negativity, making it harder to break free. But if you start to feed it empowering thoughts, your mind will begin to seek out solutions, create opportunities, and guide you toward your goals. Belief is not just a passive thought, it's a force that drives your actions. When you believe in yourself, your energy shifts and your behavior aligns with your highest potential. You'll take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and do what's necessary to achieve what others may think is impossible. Remember, belief isn't just about wishing for something, it's about knowing, without a doubt, that you have the strength, the power, and the ability to create what you desire. Energy is the fundamental force that drives everything in this universe, and you are a walking, talking energy field. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every word you speak emits a vibration into the world. The truth is, your energy determines what you attract into your life. If your energy is positive, vibrant, and full of hope, you will attract experiences that match that frequency. But if your energy is low, negative, or filled with doubt, that's exactly what you will draw to yourself. Think about it when you're around someone who radiates positivity and enthusiasm. Don't you just feel energized? That's the power of high vibrational energy. On the other hand, when you're around someone who constantly complains or is always in a negative state, doesn't it feel draining? That's because their energy is in a lower frequency. And the law of attraction works through this very principle. You cannot attract success, abundance, or love if your energy is stuck in a place of fear, lack, or negativity. But here's the good news: you have the ability to change your energy at any moment. You can shift your vibration by changing your thoughts, your emotions, and the way you view the world. When you consciously choose to raise your energy, you begin to align yourself with the frequency of the things you desire. You start to feel lighter, more confident, and more alive. This is the power of vibration. It's a law as real as gravity, and when you master it, you can attract anything you want into your life. The law of attraction operates on a simple yet powerful principle like attracts like. This means that the energy you put out into the world, whether positive or negative, will bring back more of the same. If your thoughts are focused on abundance, success, and possibility, you'll begin to attract opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with that energy. But if you are constantly thinking about lack, failure, or limitation, that's what the universe will mirror back to you. Your mind is a magnet, and it's drawing to you whatever frequency you're broadcasting. Look at your life right now. Are you surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you, or do you often find yourself in toxic, draining situations? That's not a coincidence. You are attracting exactly what you're putting out. If you want to attract more love, more success, more growth, you have to embody those things first. It's not enough to just think about them. Occasionally, you must become the embodiment of the energy you wish to attract. The key is to recognize that this attraction is happening all the time. Every thought, every word, every action is either pulling you closer to your goals or pushing them further away. When you choose to elevate your mindset, to vibrate at a higher frequency, you shift the energy around you and everything begins to change. Like attracts like it's universal. So if you want to change what you're attracting, start by changing the energy you're putting out. The universe will respond in kind. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, and it has the ability to transform your life. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy from a state of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude acts like a magnet, attracting even more things to be thankful for. It's not just about saying thank you for the good things that come your way. True gratitude is about seeing the gifts in every situation, even the challenges. When you express genuine gratitude, you elevate your vibration, and as a result, you attract more positive experiences, people, and opportunities into your life. Think about this: when you wake up in the morning, do you immediately focus on what's wrong or what you don't have? Or do you take a moment to appreciate the blessings you already possess, your health, your loved ones, your opportunities? The more you practice gratitude, the more your perspective shifts. You stop focusing on scarcity and start seeing the abundance that surrounds you. This shift in mindset is a game changer. Gratitude doesn't just improve your emotional state, it also rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Science shows that when you practice gratitude regularly, your brain actually releases dopamine and serotonin, two chemicals that make you feel happier and more fulfilled. And the best part, the more you practice, the more your brain starts to look for things to be grateful for. Gratitude doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you see the world. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your dreams into reality. It's not just about imagining what you want, it's about seeing it, feeling it, experiencing it in your mind as if it's already happening. When you visualize, you create a vivid image of success, wealth, health, or happiness, and that mental picture programs your subconscious to seek the very things you desire. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if you vividly imagine success, your mind believes that success is inevitable, and it begins to align your actions and decisions accordingly. Think about an athlete preparing for a big game. They don't just practice their physical moves, they mentally rehearse every moment. They see themselves making the perfect play, feeling the rush of victory, experiencing the joy of achievement. This is visualization at work. The more detailed you make your vision, the more your mind works to turn that vision into reality. When you truly believe in the images you create, your subconscious starts to look for opportunities, and your conscious mind becomes more focused, more determined. But visualization isn't just about seeing the end goal. It's about the journey too. Picture every step along the way, the obstacles, the breakthroughs, the growth. When you consistently visualize, you begin to wire your brain to expect success, making it easier to navigate any challenges that come your way. The more you visualize with intensity and belief, the quicker your reality will begin to shift toward the future you've already seen in your mind. Positive action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It's one thing to think about what you want, to visualize it, to feel it, but none of that matters unless you take action. The universe responds to movement, not to thoughts alone. It's not enough to sit back and wait for things to happen. You must move forward with purpose, with determination, and with unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Action is the fuel that propels your dreams into existence. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your desired outcome. The most successful people in the world didn't just think about their goals, they acted on them. They took bold steps, even when the path wasn't clear, even when fear and doubt tried to hold them back. It's the action, driven by belief, that creates momentum. But here's the key: positive action comes from a mindset of abundance and possibility. When you believe that you are worthy of success, when you see opportunities instead of obstacles, your actions will reflect that. You'll take inspired steps, knowing that each move you make, no matter how challenging, is part of the journey. Positive action isn't just about big leaps, it's about consistency. It's about showing up every day, doing what needs to be done, and trusting that the results will follow. When you align your thoughts with positive action, you become unstoppable. Action is the proof that you believe in your vision. And when you take the right actions with unwavering faith, the universe can't help but respond. And limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that hold you back from reaching your full potential. They're the lies you tell yourself about what's possible or what you deserve. These beliefs were often formed in your past, shaped by experiences, failures, or messages from others. But the truth is, they are not your reality, they're just stories you've accepted as truth. And until you challenge them, those limiting beliefs will continue to dictate your life. The first step to breaking free is awareness. You need to identify the beliefs that are holding you back. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts that arise when you think about your dreams? Do you say things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or it's too late for me? These are limiting beliefs in disguise. They're not based on reality, they're based on fear, doubt, and past conditioning. And the moment you recognize them for what they are, you begin to take away their power. But awareness alone isn't enough. You must challenge these beliefs head on. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Is it serving me? You'll find that most of these beliefs are based on nothing more than assumptions, not facts. Then you must replace them with empowering beliefs that propel you forward, that remind you of your worth, your abilities, and your potential. The moment you shift from a mindset of limitation to a mindset of possibility, everything changes. When you let go of what's holding you back, you open yourself up to a life filled with infinite opportunity and potential. The energy you focus on determines what you attract into your life. The law of attraction works on the simple principle that what you focus on expands. Too many people spend their time and energy worrying about what they don't want: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not having enough. But here's the secret: by focusing on what you don't want, you're giving power to it. Your thoughts are magnets, and the more you think about what you don't want, the more you draw it into your life. The universe doesn't distinguish between good or bad thoughts, it only responds to energy. So if you're constantly thinking about what you're trying to avoid, you're unintentionally attracting more of that very thing. If you want to stop struggling with fear, lack, or negativity, shift your focus. Instead of thinking about all the things that could go wrong, put your energy into what could go right. Focus on the success you want to create, the relationships you want to build, and the opportunities you want to seize. Every time you catch yourself thinking about what you don't want, consciously redirect that energy. Ask yourself, what do I want? Instead, focus on the solution, not the problem. The moment you change your focus, you change the direction of your life. Energy flows where attention goes. When you focus on what you want, you activate your mind to work in alignment with your goals, and you start attracting everything you need to make them happen. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns dreams into reality. It's the difference between those who wish for success and those who achieve it. You can have the greatest vision, the most powerful goals, and the deepest desire, but if you're not consistent in your actions, those dreams will remain out of reach. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it's not built in moments of inspiration alone. It's created by showing up day after day with unwavering commitment to your purpose. Think about any great accomplishment, whether it's in business, fitness, or personal growth. It didn't come from a single burst of effort. It came from taking small, focused actions consistently over time. Those who succeed are the ones who continue to push forward even when things get tough, even when the results aren't immediate. Consistency is the muscle that strengthens your vision, keeps you moving forward, and helps you overcome obstacles that might otherwise stop you in your tracks. Every action you take, no matter how small, builds momentum. And momentum is what will propel you to success. It's about setting a rhythm and sticking with it, even when it feels like the progress is slow. The key is to keep moving, even when the finish line feels distant. You don't need to do everything perfectly, but you need to keep doing something. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. The power lies in staying committed to your journey, regardless of the challenges, and continuing to take one step forward every day. Empowerment is the realization that you hold the keys to your own future. It's the moment you stop waiting for permission, stop looking for someone else to change your circumstances, and instead take full responsibility for your life. Empowerment comes from the understanding that you are in control of your actions, your emotions, and your destiny. The truth is, you are more powerful than you've been led to believe. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. It's just a matter of tapping into it. When you embrace empowerment, you stop playing the victim. You stop allowing outside circumstances, other people's opinions, or past experiences to dictate your worth or your potential. Instead, you start to take proactive steps to shape your reality. Empowerment means acknowledging that you are not at the mercy of life's challenges, but that you have the ability to create change at any moment. It's about choosing to act, even when fear or uncertainty shows up. It's about recognizing that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Empowerment gives you the courage to set big goals, the confidence to take bold action, and the strength to keep going when things get tough. When you feel empowered, you approach every day with purpose, knowing that you are the architect of your life. You are not just a passenger, you are the driver. You are in control of the energy you put out into the world, and you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Now, let me remind you, everything you need to achieve your dreams is already inside of you. The power of belief, the energy you put out, the actions you take, the focus you maintain, all of it works together to shape your reality. You have the ability to attract the life you want, but it requires you to show up every day with commitment, belief, and the relentless determination to push through anything that stands in your way. The universe is responding to you, but only when you step into your power, when you take full responsibility for your actions, your thoughts, and your energy. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, stop doubting your potential, and stop limiting yourself. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined, and the moment you align your thoughts, your energy, and your actions with your vision, everything begins to change. The law of attraction is always working, but it's up to you to harness its power, to take inspired action, and to consistently show up for your future. Your destiny is in your hands. It's time to claim it. Step into your greatness and watch how your life transforms. You have everything you need now. Go out and create the life you deserve.